Here's some chord progressions for the key of G major. And you can use any timing you want, 3/4, 4/4 timing, which means that it's 3 beats per note for one measure, or 4 beats per note per measure. And or you don't have to worry about that. Just worry about switching from chord to chord and getting your fingers familiar with the fretboard. Now, a really basic chord progression would just go G, D, resolve back to G, and that's really basic right there. D, G, and that would just be a basic G, D, G, or 1-5-1 chord progression for the key of G major. Another one you can mess around with is G, C, D. Now I'll play that real quick for you. G, C, D, resolve back to G. Another one that you can mess around with is G, D, C. And that progression goes G, D, C, resolve back to G. Now another one that adds the 4th chord, and the 4th chord added is an E minor, which E minor is a relative minor to G major, and they share just 1 sharp per scale. Now that progression goes G, E minor, C, D, resolve back to G, E minor, C, D. You can keep playing that over and over again. If you wanted to add something a little different, that would be your first verse would be G, E minor, C, D. Now you could add, go back to E minor, C, E minor, C, E minor, to D, resolve back to G, E minor, C, D, resolve back to G, E minor, C, D, E minor, C, E minor, C, E minor, D, resolve back to G. And that's a really cool chord progression, because you're also messing with the relative minor, which minor keys usually sound a little sadder, but putting them in with a major chord really opens up a lot of different chord progressions in the key of G major. So you can also put in an A minor. It also has that sad sounding. You can put that anywhere with G, so you could do a G, A minor, C, D, resolve back to G. Now that's just a few chord progressions. You could also switch everything and just start with the relative minor of an E minor, and you could start with that and just go crazy with it. And so that's just a simple chord progression for G major, and hope you enjoy. Thanks.